Rico, and Kayla is about to go live online. Catch All Out Monster hit music, All Out celebrity interviews, All Out showbiz and sports news, All Out fun, an exclusive on the Monster. Catch the stream on the Monster Facebook page at RX931, the Monster YouTube channel at RX931, and twitch.tv/Monster RX931. Your All Out hosts, Rico Robles and Kayla Rivera. Stand by and enjoy the program.
Proud. That's what it's all about. It's been a long time coming. He's on tour, always on tour. And we don't really get an opportunity to catch him here. But this time around, he's making a pit stop here in the Monster Studios. From Ariana Grande to all the others, all these guys would need a great musician to be right in the helm. Ladies and gentlemen, live with us here in the Monster Studios, we have singer, songwriter, I say fabulous singer, fabulous songwriter, music director, the one, the only, Troy Laureta.
Hey, Rico, thank you so much for such a fabulous
I mean, how are you? How's everything going? You know, the journey has been for you. I mean, you're back home.
I am back home. I am. Philippines will always be home to me. So,
I mean, you know, for the music wise as well, great work, great everything. But so far, I mean, you know, your trip this time around, this is for what purpose you are here back home for?
Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm here to promote the last album of my OPM trilogy called Dalamhati. So I'm just here for 2 weeks to kind of, you know, see what's up and see people vibe to my, you know, my music and my last thing that I have coming. So.
I mean, it's just so amazing how when we saw you working on this trilogy, that you had Nicole Scherzinger singing classics. You had so many different artists from, is it part Filipino? What was the criteria? And how did it get started, the whole concept for this one?
Well, the criteria was just I wanted people that meant something to me. I had to have, you know, a connection with them. You know, most of the singers and the musicians that I had on my album, I was on tour with for years, or I worked with them in the studio. So they just had to be like friends. I wanted the project to be super personal when I was doing it.
And then approaching Nicole Scherzinger for it. I mean, how did that start?
Rico, let me tell you, when I approached Nicole, I had to put on spa music. And she said it in interviews. I had to put on spa music, and I left her this 20-minute voice note of me just pouring out my heart, and she basically in a 30-second voice note was like, yes, I'll do it. Never send me such a long thing ever. I'll do anything. And all the artists have just been so gracious. They've been so lovely, and it's a surreal experience for them to say yes to, you know, all the stuff that I'm doing. So it was really nice. I'm grateful.
I mean, also Jordan Sparks, who else in the roster here that you've worked with in this trilogy album?
For Dalamhati, oh my God, we have Jordan Sparks, Layla Hathaway, JJ Lynn, Regine Velasquez, Morissette. It's over 20 artists on this album.
Look at you. Just doing big things. You know what I mean?
We try.
That's what it's all about. But you know, the music for you, of course, this is a journey. We have been talking to you in your past interview when you joined us from Los Angeles. You stayed up very late for that, so thank you. But you know, how did it all get started for you? Was it here in the Philippines when you were growing up here, or was it, you know, back in Los Angeles when you discovered music?
Well, I was born and raised in Hawaii, and that's where I started. But you know, my roots, my family is Filipino. My dad is from Quezon City, and he did all the singing contests. He was a musician. So growing up, my house was just filled with so much music all the time, and teleseries and all that. So I just grew up with Filipino culture, and it really influenced my, you know, my music career.
And then, you know, if you did grow up with all that, can you imagine? Okay, so in those times, Regine Velasquez was doing the movies.
Yes.
Right? Mga movies, diba? And then you get a chance, an opportunity to work with her. How was that first meeting like, and how did your parents feel when they found out you're going to be working with the Asia Songbird?
With the Songbird, first of all, I was gagged. And when my I've been lucky to work with a lot of, you know, different people, cool people from all over the world. But when I told my mom and dad, like, yo, I'm working with the Asia Songbird, they started crying and dying. I was like, oh my God. Like, I mean, I can't blame them. Like, working with Regine, when I first met her on the Zoom, I cried my eyes out. It was just a surreal experience.
What was the challenge? I mean, I'm sure it wasn't like, all right, cool, we're gonna work, it's gonna be a great vibe immediately. But what was the challenge when it comes to working with like in that caliber? Yeah.
The challenge is just keeping the integrity of the artist, especially with someone as revered as Miss Regine Velasquez. So I was really nervous, a lot of pressure. I had to make sure that I respected her talent and didn't stray too much far away from what she did. It was such a I just had to make it perfect, basically. Okay.
That is true, and with the keys and the talent and everything.
Yes.
I mean,
that had to be top notch for the songbird.
Right.
She deserves nothing less.
For those that are tuning in, we have Troy Laureta is joining us. Of course, the trilogy work comes to an end for this one, but the tour still continues. If I'm not mistaken, you had a series of shows too. I think what's that at Resorts World? Where's the shows?
I had a 2 sold out shows last year in October. It was my first major concert in the Philippines, and I have some shows while I'm here too. So I would love for you guys to come.
When's your show gonna be?
Tomorrow, the 28th, at Capo Manila Takeover Lounge at 8 p.m. It's gonna an album launch, an intimate show to celebrate Dalamhati. So,
is that you singing, or you're gonna have Morissette sing all the songs?
Oh, I have like Jed Madela. I have Day One. There's a whole bunch of Jeremy G. There's just a whole bunch of Filipino artists. It's going to be a celebration of Filipino music and Filipino talent. And I might sing.
Hey, okay.
If the salabat is boiling.
All right, so we're on video online for those that are watching us. We'll check out some of the music videos that, of course, Troy has been working on air. I'm gonna let you hear a track. Then we'll get back to more of Troy Laureta. Here's a version of Bakit Pa. This is which song is this one?
Bakit Pa is with Jessa Zaragoza. It's my sister's version of it, Chessa. So.
Okay, so this is Chessa, of course. Chessie Baby.
Chessa Baby.
Yeah. Of course, you guys can check it out online. But on air, I'm just going to play that for y'all to give you guys a glimpse of this work. Once again, you're tuned into Fantastic Friday here on The Monster.
Hindi ngayon ang panahon na para sa'yo. Huwag maiinip dahil ganyan ang buhay sa mundo. Huwag mawawalan ng pag-asa, darating din ang ligaya. Ang isipin mo'y may bukas pa na mayroong saya. Kabi ko ay hindi hadlang upang tumakas ka. Wag kang iiwas pag nabibigo, dapat nga lumaban ka. Ang kailangan mo'y tibay ng loob. Kung mayroong pagsubok man, ang liwanag ay di magtatagal at muling mamamasdan. Ikot ng mundo ay hindi laging ikatid kasabihan. Ang pangarap mo ay makakamtan, basta't maghintay ka lamang.
A sister. And when you guys decided on this song, I mean, what was it that made you this was a big song, man.
A huge song. One of my favorites. I mean, I chose this song because we used to sing this at all the parties, at all the gatherings, the Filipino gatherings. Every time we go to karaoke, that was a 9931 on the Magic
Hey,
Line.
you know it. Hey,
it's Jessa Zaragoza.
Have you met Jessa?
I have. I love her. She's so nice.
Have you met the daughter?
No, I haven't, but I've seen her show, and Jada is such an amazing, amazing artist. I love her. She's one of like the up and coming ones that I think is
Yes,
gonna
yes,
kill
it's
it.
something to look forward to with her career because she just released something that was really really big, and then she went to the States for a minute.
Yes.
And but one thing that I discovered when you were doing the music stuff, right? Well, I haven't met you at that time.
Mhm.
Is your work with Ariana Grande.
Yes.
I saw that. I was like, wow, this is amazing. Then your work with, of course, with Jake Cyrus as well. Amazing
Mhm.
stuff. How did you land those type of gigs?
Through auditions, I
Uh-huh.
did Jake Cyrus through David Foster, and then after that, it just kind of led to a lot of things. And Ariana Grande, I had to audition for her,
Uh-huh.
and working with her is just, she was such an amazing singer. She still is an amazing singer, and it was a great time in my life.
I mean, what were the challenges when it comes to that? When it comes to working with Ariana, what's it? I know Dubs DJ because he partied with us.
DJ Dubs.
Yes.
Oh my God, I love DJ Dubs. The challenges, just making sure that the artist was happy, making sure that the music was right.
Uh-huh.
Like Miss Regine, like just making sure that their vision came to life with
Uh-huh.
when working with me. That's my main goal.
We had the Monster anniversary party at one time, right?
Yeah.
And then there's a DJ that was like, "Yo, can I play with you guys?" It was Dubs.
Really?
And we had him perform with us. He was DJing with us. The dancers of Ariana Grande all went on stage as well.
I was there. Are you talking
Yeah.
about that club that one
Yes.
night? I was there.
That was me emceeing.
That was you emceeing. Oh my,
Yeah.
at the honeymoon tour.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So we were going crazy. And you all made it extra special.
I was
anniversary
dancing
party.
up in there. I was like, I didn't
Yeah.
know that you were there. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah, over at
That was a fun
Valkyrie.
night. That was a fun
Yeah,
Valkyrie.
Yeah. Way back. Way back.
That was a fun night,
Yeah,
honey.
yeah. Okay, man. So it's great that you're bringing everybody so proud.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? And to break through that international level, many are so inspired by it. Do you have any, any words of wisdom for those who want to be just like you, who want to do that thing?
You know what? I will just say that the power of prayer, the power of believing in yourself,
Mhm.
and just celebrating our music. I think that it took me a while to kind of just love myself and to accept, and not just accept, but to celebrate who I am. And part of that is like the culture, the music. And when I did that, I started seeing a lot of things just open. So just do you, boo.
I mean, one of the things as well that you have spoke about openly
Mm,
is about coming out.
yeah,
I saw that online.
yeah.
I was like, oh, like, yo, big ups.
When you met me, I wasn't even out yet.
Yeah. So, I mean, when you decided to announce that,
Yeah.
what got you to like step forward? What was holding you back? Let's start with that.
I mean, I think that's like a simple answer. The love of my parents.
Mhm.
I'm a devout Catholic. I'm Filipino. Like such a macho, beautiful culture, but very just masculine. And there was, I just didn't want to disappoint anybody. There was a lot of that. I didn't want to. My parents had this, vision for me in terms of that, like getting married, having kids, and I just didn't want to. I'm a people pleaser, so I just didn't want to make anyone sad or mad at me.
And then when you made that decision,
Yeah.
you're like, it's different when you say it to your family, and it's different when you post it online and you say it to the world.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's a gigantic step.
Yes.
You know what I mean? What I mean, where did you get the courage from to be able to speak that?
The pandemic. I
Uh-huh.
think because we were surrounded by so much sadness and a lot of death and everything, and I was like, I'm not gonna spend another second. It was last year in October, and I was eating breakfast with my mom, and I was like, she was wondering like, what is going on? There was a weird vibe, and I basically just let it out after 34 years of hiding it, and I just cried, and she told me it was okay, and I cried some more when she said that, and then and that same day I made the decision. Like after I told myself, if my parents know, I don't care who else knows.
Uh-huh.
So after that, I just let it all out, let the world know.
And the next day after that, how did you feel? Lighter?
Oh, way lighter. And it made the news, and I was like, yes, honey. I did the work for me.
I mean, for those who are tuning in, Troy Laureta joins us. He's talking about the story when he came out and he
Yes.
shared it. And there's so much different glow as well. You know
Oh.
what I mean? So, bro, but do you feel now that you have to be like a spokesperson? There's a lot of responsibility now. Is there any pressure on that
There's
end?
no pressure at all. I just want
Uh-huh.
to share my story. And thank you for saying that, because, for a lot of moments in my life, I felt a little dark, if I'm going to be honest. So to hear you,
Mm.
even say that. Like, you look a little lighter. There's a glow. That's how I feel. I feel so much happier.
Eh, kasi you have love life. Yee! Love life. Yee! Ikaw. But for those out there, you have any message for those who are thinking of coming out, but they don't know how to say it, or trying to reveal who they truly are in the world?
Do it in your own time, and you're not alone, and things get better. And when you come out, darling, it's gonna be the greatest day of your life. I promise. The greatest.
Hey, Troy, thank you for taking time to join us here, to drop by, and to invite us and to tell us your story. You know what I mean? Thank you for always sharing everything. You know what I'm
for
saying?
all your guys' support for the past couple years. I am a true monster, honey. So
Hey,
thank you so much.
We love you for that.
I love you guys back.
Yeah. And after the trilogy, what happens next? Is there going to be new music? Is it you becoming an R&B star? Is it, I know you're behind the piano, but when is it going to be Troy Laureta singing, doing those stuff?
I'm working on some personal projects. A lot of people are wondering, like, why is this the end? I'm not going to stop making OPM music and Filipino music. That's just for the trilogy. So stay tuned. You might get like a dance record one day. You might get a reggae record one day. I'm just going to produce more of my music. That's the plan. So stay tuned for more stuff.
And I know there's a lot of artists that want to work with you. If they want to work with you now, the local artists, if they're up and coming, is there any criteria? Kung bago kong singer, gusto ko, I want to release a record
criteria? No, you just gotta know how to sing, honey. I'm a sucker for talent. So if you can sing and you have like the right attitude, you got my heart already. So.
And how do they audition? How do they get in touch with it?
Honey, just slide in the DMs.
The DMs do work.
The DMs do work.
The DMs do work. But thank you, Troy. Once again, invite everybody to your show.
Please come, everybody, the 28th at Capo Manila, the Takeover Lounge, 8 p.m. It's going to feature so many beautiful artists. We're going to celebrate Dalamhati, and you just might hear me sing. So come meet me and celebrate.
All right. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, give it up for Troy Laureta. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for taking time.
Thank you, Rico.
All right. Once again, the album, the title of all three.
Kaibigan, Giliw, and the new one that just came out today, Dalamhati, at Troy Laureta Opium Collective, Volume 3.
All right, there you go. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. If he could, achieve his goals and his dreams, you can too. But thank you to Troy once again. And once again, in behalf of Kayla Rivera, my name is Rico Robles. This has been another Monster exclusive interview. Y'all have a great one.
Monster exclusive interview. Monster exclusive interview. Only from Manila's hottest. Monster RX93.1.